What's going on, guys? It's your boy Bon, back with another episode of Minecraft Escapism. Now, the reason why you see me outside of my house and away from everything that I built last time was because I got lost and I'm stuck surrounded by monsters. In this episode, I'm basically going to be first running away from these mobs first so I can get to a place where I can actually speak. But let me just build the dirt for it real quick so I can like get some space and wait for the night to pass. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing pretty well. It's been quite a week. I hope everyone's had a good weekend and everything. But yeah, like I said, I did have to kind of re-record this because my mic actually didn't work like it was planning to. Oh gosh, these guys are loud. You know what? I'm gonna make sure that you die and turn the sounds off for the hostile creatures because you guys are way too loud. As long as I don't get blown up by a creeper, I think I'll be very happy. So I'm just gonna keep running away, if you don't mind. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing all right. It's been quite a few. Like I said, it's been quite busy, so I haven't had the chance to. I should probably mark these places with torches, so I know I've been here. Ow! Stop it! God, I need to chop some wood. I'm gonna probably run around for a little bit until I find some wood. So I still got an axe. You are so annoying, Jesus. You are like mosquitoes. You know what I mean? Okay. This is just rude. I'm just trying to play a very normal episode of Minecraft, trying to talk about who I am and what my life is. I think this episode is actually, I was actually going to talk about a different topic this episode, but I'm actually going to talk about one episode, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk about what it's like to feel like, god dang it, to feel like you are lost, because I'm lost. That's the title of this episode. What does it feels like? Why it's okay to be lost? Because oftentimes, I think we too often feel ashamed of being lost. Being lost is actually not a bad thing, because I've felt lost a lot of times in my life. I can tell you 3 times where I felt lost in my life, and I'm just gonna open up a little bit about them and tell you what it was like for me until I found my house. And that way I can show you guys that no matter what, no matter how long it takes, you can always find your way back home. And not to get too philosophical this episode, but I simply wanted to get started by, telling you that it's okay to feel like, life is too much or too lonely, because I've certainly felt that way before in my life, and I'm just here to talk about it, to let you know that I'm only 25, but I've probably experienced what many people who I've talked to, or people my friends have experienced. Of course, I'm not here to get too personal. I'm just here to say that I do know what it's like to be when you're down in the dumps, or even what depression is like. Because it can be tough. It can be really tough to not be very sure to know where you're going in life. I certainly felt that way during college. I had no idea whether or not I was going to get a good job. I didn't know what I wanted to do for a career, and I just wanted to be heard and respected for the things I wanted to do, which was basically stuff like this YouTube channel. and art, because this is a huge passion of mine to create and upload like this, but I just never felt confident enough to put myself out there. And because I didn't have the confidence to make mistakes and be silly, I didn't really have a chance to give myself opportunities to make YouTube videos or make content or even just try silly, stupid stuff. Because I've heard this saying where, like, you're only a fool for a day if you choose to admit that you don't know anything. If you choose to ask a question that'll make you look dumb in front of other people, especially in front of other people. You're only a fool for a day, but you're a fool forever if you don't ever ask those questions. If you choose to not even make an attempt, or you choose to hide in order to make other people look at you or not look at you like you're someone stupid. I felt that way many times in my life. Because I remember when I was in college and I was trying to, like, simply beat people at a children's party video game. You probably all know it. It was called Smash Brothers Ultimate. It just came out in 2018, and I had gotten through a lot of an identity crisis. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I thought that maybe if I just proved to myself that I can be good at one thing, which was just play a video game, that I can maybe, garner the respect of other people who were around me. And I did this for 2 years. I'm not kidding. I literally became obsessed, and I talked about his sessions last episode. I literally became obsessed with Smash Ultimate for 2 years. And I even joined a crew to play Smash Ultimate to prove to others that I was not going to be stepped on because of a silly, prideful dilemma. A dilemma of pride, basically. And soon after college, I realized after a semester where I nearly failed out and was put on academic probation, I basically realized, okay, I do need to be concerned about my future, even though I had just went through a pandemic and all of us were stuck in our rooms not knowing what to do with our lives. People couldn't leave the house, couldn't talk to friends or family, and in some cases even, lost people over the course of those years. I certainly did. And, I had known my grandfather, who, since I was very young, and he passed away during college, right around sort of the peak or the end of COVID, at least in the US. He was in China, however, so I couldn't really say goodbye to him. And it was very sad, but I was even more sad at the fact that I was really lonely and lost. I wasn't sure whether or not I could develop any sort of intimate relationship. I wasn't sure where my career was headed, where my life was headed. And this was all really, really jarring to me. I didn't really know what I wanted to do or anything. I felt like after college, everything joyful, everything that once made me really, really excited and happy kind of faded away. And before I knew it, a lot of my childhood became a distant memory, and I couldn't really remember when the last time I was truly stupid and happy. Because I miss being stupid and happy. And that was rough. I had many cathartic moments where I basically felt like, damn, all this time I didn't realize how much I had as a kid after becoming an adult. And it's rough, but I got through it, and I thought that there has to be a reason why I'm still alive. And this isn't any kind of reference to I don't want to reference this to any sort of like, personal deep anxiety or depression, because I don't feel that, at least not anymore. But I can tell you that I survived. And I survived because I had help. And so I urge you, if you are in a position where you feel lost, please ask for help. Anyone. Could be a friend, could be a family member, could even be someone, a stranger, that you don't know. At the end of the day, we're all human. We all lean on each other somehow. And that is something I wish someone told me when I was younger. This is something I wish I had. Somebody to put in a hand over my shoulder and say, "Hey kid, you're doing all right. Things may look bad now, but you're not any worse off than you were before when you were a kid. You still are that kid, but you still got a lot left ahead of you." I seriously remembered I was like struggling so hard to get past this when I first started working. And I obviously wrote a lot about it. I put a journal out, and that was a little bit tough because I felt like those feelings I couldn't really share with anybody. They were just there and kind of repressed in some ways. Like, I didn't really have anybody to share an outlet of my creativity or emotions towards. So it was really hard. And I will tell you guys a story while I am searching for my house, which I have no idea where it is, but I'll find it at some point. I should probably go back to that village that I saw earlier, but I will tell you guys a story. This is a very, very simple story. It was a story of when I was at my high school. Now, back in those days, things were great. I acted like a crazy kid, and nobody gave a damn about how bad my jokes were, how stupid I looked, how dumb I was. Or at least how dumb I pretended to be. Now, given that, I did still try to make some friends, like anyone. And at the time, I had a best friend. And he was friends with this other kid who was like a programmer. I'll call him Lynn. And Lynn was a friend of my friend, we'll call him Wayne. And Wayne was my best friend at the time. I went to his house almost every day after school during sophomore and junior year of high school. Wayne was someone I really looked up to. He was super, super kind, super friendly, and had a really nerdy sense of humor. He was a memer and a gamer, just like me. Now, when it came to Lynn, my, Asian friend who were friends of friends, basically, I had met him separately, and I'd known Wayne and Lynn separately at certain points. But I became best friends with Wayne because of our strong connection with our robotics club. And if you are out there and you're listening, Wayne and Lynn, I just want to say thank you. You taught me a lot, and I hope you're still out there, and I hope we can still talk one day. But at the time, I had taken a lot of disagreeable behaviors from Lynn. He had treated me like I was someone not worth listening to. There were times where I'd ask him for help, and he'd burst out in complete anger and frustration at me. I almost felt like it wasn't worth asking him questions, and it wasn't worth sharing passionate things with him, because he found any reason and any single opportunity to shit on me. I loved my relationship. I loved my friendship at the time with Wayne, and and Lynn as well, both of them at the time. But I felt like it simply was too much pressure to hold on to after high school. So after one night at a robotics meeting, I showed Lynn a video of sea nanners. We were taking a break, and for some reason he opened his mouth and called me childish for being so silly and showing him a video and laughing at it. Now, up until this point, I had taken a lot of instances where he had never truly apologized for his behavior and his outbursts. So I decided at that point, this is time. This would be best to me to move on. This would be the time where it would be best for me to move on. I don't want to be in this situation where I'm constantly putting up with someone else's problems. And for me, this felt like my own problem. But truly it really wasn't, and I really needed to pay no mind to what Lynn ever said. But I lost a friend for many years because of it. And I would urge you, don't do what I did. Talk about your feelings. Admit to what hurt. Admit to what made you feel upset. It might feel painful in the short term, but if you let it go, it can cost you a lifetime worth of good relationships and interactions. And I felt like that's what it costed me. I never wanted to leave them. But at the end of the day, we were going off to different colleges. We wouldn't see each other again. That's why I decided at that moment it would be best for me to leave. So, I do urge you, whoever's watching, if you feel like you ever want to reconnect with a friend, do reach out to them. Don't be like me and not speak to them for many years because it felt too awkward. But I've made new friends. I've had the pleasure of making new friends. My friends Mika, Bims, AMZ, and my very close friend Ramen King, and all of these other people that I've met through online, as well as many relationships in person. They mean more than the world to me sometimes. In fact, I want to say that they mean more than the world to me almost all the time, because I always think about them whenever I try to make my life worth living or meaningful. And there goes another phantom coming at me. I think I'm just going to turn the sound down. Apologize, guys. I don't care if a creeper blows me up at this point. I'm just trying to get away. But it looks like a village where I can take refuge for a little bit. And so I think this is where I'll probably take a little checkpoint and film for a little bit more. But you guys know what I mean. I mean, it's. Let me know what you guys feel about this kind of stuff. But I don't know. Relationships are weird. Relationships are hard, especially intimate relationships. Which I won't get into too much into that tonight. Sorry, buddy. It's my turn to take this position. Get the hell out of this bed. I can't slap him with a melon. It's too much. Oh, let me just take this grinder. Yes, sir. Very nice. Oh, yes. I used to have this friend, and we would meme on him for what he said. He said, I was playing Minecraft one time, and he was randomly I'm a stone cutter. It was the weirdest thing, and me and my friends would just meme on it because it was such a strange thing. God, these villages are pretty cool though. Ooh, crafting bench. But yeah, guys, relationships, man. I've had a lot of important relationships in my life, both relationships with parents, friends, and most of my good relationships, I have to say, come from my parents' friends. They come from, I hung out with lots of my childhood friends through my parents' friends, and those are all very, very important, Like, I would say that it's very important to keep close relationships with those that you've known for a while, and to always keep in touch, because you never know when, even if you fight, you never know when, like, at some point the cards are down, and your life is kind of in shambles, that you really kind of need help from people. And I don't mean help as in, like, you need like, even just like normal things, talking with a friend, reconnecting, having dinner with them, or having lunch, going out to play sports, or do something fun. These are all things that, really, I feel like we're so common, but nowadays we all hang out in front of computer screens talking with each other, which is also fine. But I feel like if that's the only thing we ever did, life would feel a little bit more bleak or dull or even sad. I love connecting and playing games with friends online. It's just that much of the time I don't know, I don't really have time for games, I'm still in the midst of, changing careers, or whatnot. But that's all something that is very, very common. I don't know if I'll get to back to my house by the end of this episode, but I do hope that I have an opportunity to get back, to show that no matter where you are, no matter how lost you are, you can always find your way back. I'm gonna put a torch down here to show where I've been. I have no idea. I should probably retrace my steps to find where I was at since the last episode. But I definitely have no idea where I'm going. And that's okay, because that's life sometimes. That is life. And in Minecraft Escapism, I'm trying to show that things like this in life are very common. Just like in Minecraft. It's an allegory. It's an allegory. It makes sense. Ah. Oh god. Okay. I don't actually want to die today. Let's make this a priority not to die. Yeah. How long has it been night? It feels like it's been night this entire episode. Okay, maybe we're back in the savannah. I have one more piece of bread. These guys gotta stop attacking me. Okay, relax. Relax. Oh my god. Even in the midst of danger, I somehow know how to stay calm. I feel like at this point I might just have to die and go back to spawn, but I won't do it. I won't give up. I will not give up. Is that my crafting bench? No. Or is that just some sparkly... I don't know what that is. Are those particles? What is that? It's some kind of... It's a firefly bush. I've never seen that before. That's the first time I've seen that in Minecraft. Oh, a village. Let me take refuge. Oh, gosh. Let me take refuge in this village, please. There are a lot of villages around here. Oh, God. Oh, boy. I have no idea where I am. I've definitely not been to this village before, I don't think. Yeah, I hope I don't have to let myself die to respawn and get back to my home. Oh, but this is a cool village. I need to loot this place. Bread. Seeds. Rotted flesh. Firefly bush. This is really cool. Wool. I need wool. Oh god. Oh gosh. What an episode. This is quite an episode. It's giving me very strange feeling to to be in this kind of situation. I don't really know where I'm going at all. And that is okay. That is totally okay. Yeah, I think I should make a boat. I should definitely probably make a boat because I have no idea where I'm going. Holy crap. Here we go. But yeah, guys, relationships are difficult. Don't take them for granted. Don't, when you get into fights with friends, try to work it out. Try to think about how you can solve the problem as opposed to fighting each other. Because at certain points it just doesn't become productive. It doesn't help. It doesn't work. You gotta figure out the solution together. It can be very easy to claim that the other person is the problem, but in reality we're all trying to collaborate and help each other. Easier said than done, right? I mean, I know it's not. I definitely know that it's not freaking easy. Oh my god, I'm not gonna pull that up again. That was annoying. I'm just trying to find my way back. I'm trying to find my way back. Oh gosh. I think at some point I should probably just build a new house, because that old house was kind of silly. I think what I'll do for this episode is build a watchtower. I'm gonna start building multiple watchtowers in order to figure out where I've been and where I've yet to go. So that'll help me locate my house. But because I am lost. I hope I can get to my house somehow. But I'm going to build a watchtower. And I'm going to start on this island. And we're going to slay one of these cows. I'm sorry, cow. I need your... Actually, I will leave you for now. That is okay. But I need a sheep. Where is sheep? I need a sheep so I can sleep through the night. Give me sheep. How come those sheep only gave me one piece of wool? God damn it. No. Oh, there's a sheep. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Okay. Thank God. Thank God. Okay, I have 2 pieces of brown wool and... Okay. More sheep. Thank you. At least I can sleep. This is... I need to sleep. I need to sleep. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. Holy crap. This has been awful. I've just been running around with no bed, no home, raiding villagers' houses. Oh my god, I'm such a degenerate. I apologize, guys. No, this is how Minecraft should be played. I'm the pillager of the villager. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Enough craziness for one day. So guys, this has been an episode. I hope that next time I can figure out my way back home and find my house, because I don't know where it was and I really like that house, but maybe I'll start anew. But it's okay. It's okay in life if you get lost. It is okay to start over. It is okay, because in life, whatever happens, you always have your friends and you. So cherish them. And I'll be leaving this all here until I figure out what to do with it next time. But this is Bon again, signing out. Peace out, guys.